Welcome to the new edition of the Black Catz podcast. And what a show we have for you today. We have a lot to unpack from the Dallas Cowboys game, reviewing that game, and also we have a huge, massive trade that just went down. So, keep tuned because this is the Black Catz podcast.
Y'all know what time it is. Why? I like to introduce the song. Bow, ha, and present to many. Carolina-panthers. Let go. There we go again. You know we about to show out, cause we know we gon' win. We ready for the kick out, so go on, let us in, so we can get the kids on and show you how we dance. Black, blue, silver, white, black, blue, yeah, black, blue, silver, white, black, blue, yeah, can't face on, yeah, we be going hard,
And
we be going strong, we know there.
first off, let's go ahead and get that nasty game out the way. A lot of people, there's a lot of different opinions on it. The Cowboys game, there's a lot of positives and a lot of negatives, a lot of negatives that we have come to see and come to terms with. Let's just talk about, let's get it out of the way, the defense. The defense, I am baffled on how poorly the defense plays. Now, I do know that Dallas has one of the biggest and meanest offensive lines in the league, but I expected more. I didn't expect us to maybe shut Zeke and out, or Pollard out, or anything like that. But this defense gave me a little bit of pause to cause. They got beat up so bad. They got pushed back. Can anybody tell me where Derek Brown was? That's what we got you for. So that won't happen. And can somebody tell me he was MIA? He was missing in freaking action. The line just bulldozed us, where they knocked us back the whole entire time. The secondary actually played relatively decent. Our pass rush was okay. It wasn't like as good as it was the first few games, but can somebody please, as much as I love Brian Burns, he is an absolute monster off the edge, and Riddick, I love both of those guys, but can somebody teach them to rack up with the sack? Like, if they would have, like, Brian Burns probably would have like 7-8 sacks right now. Like, same with Riddick. Brian Burns missed another sack off of the edge with Dak Prescott, and that, I think he missed a couple, but I think the one that he actually missed that actually cost us was the one on that 4th and 2, and when Dak Prescott actually took off and ran. But before we get all that, I don't know how I started off without mentioning this crap. Something has to be done with these referees. These referees are costing teams games because they don't know how to do their job. And yes, I'm pretty sure it's a difficult job, but some of the calls are not difficult that you have to make. Like, and it might be just a Dallas Cow. I don't know what's going on, but all the Thursday night games have been official terribly. They need a whole nother crew on those. And then, how in the world? All right, the first fumble. Okay, I'll give you that. It was very, very, it could have went either way. Like, his knee was on the ground, but then you don't know if the ball came out a little before then, so I understand that. But how in God's green earth can you call that second fumble? And that's really what really, like, pissed me off. It's like, how can you call that second one not a fumble when you say it's forward progress? It's no way. That forward progress is when you are completely stopped. You're trying to get there, you completely stop, or somebody knocks you back, and they mark you from where the spot that you were at. So how in the God's green earth can you say that forward progress was made when he got hit? It was just a bang bang play, a hit, and he fumbled immediately. It's not like he got stood up and then they were wrestling. No, he got hit. The ball came out. It was supposed to be Carolina's ball, and it pisses me off because that right there could have made a slight difference. Now, I think we probably still would have lost the game. I mean, yes, we only lost by a touchdown, but who knows? We could have still probably lost that game because, like, but who knows? Like maybe that score would have made a huge difference in the game. And it really baffles me how you can be, this is what you're getting paid for. Stop taking it as a joke. It baffles me how you get something wrong like that. And matter of fact, 2 weeks ago when the Cowboys was against the Chargers, they made the same ridiculous call on Justin Herbert. When Justin Herbert was trying to throw the ball, and he clearly wasn't stopped. He was just trying to throw the ball, and he ended up throwing it. And then they called forward progress. Do these referees not know what forward freaking progress is? I don't understand that. It is so bad. I mean, look at our Thursday night game against the Texans. It was so poorly official where they couldn't even get a freaking offsides call when it was clearly offsides, and they called false start. And, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but this has to stop because people are going to start thinking that the NFL has this agenda, which I'm not one of those conspiracy theorists, but at the same time, how I don't understand that. How the calls that I am complaining about and everything aren't like major calls. They're not like something that is like so difficult. If the calls that I'm talking about can be seen in fast motion, slow motion, regular motion, whatever you want to say. I don't understand how the NFL is freaking allowing this atrocity. And what I keep telling everybody is, and we're going to hold these coaches accountable. We're going to hold these players accountable. But then these damn referees should be held accountable. And I said, I'm going to keep preaching it every freaking week. They should have press conferences. They should have to be asked, what were you thinking on this? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? They should have to have all of those answers, because it's not fair that they just get to hide behind the freaking stripes and not be held accountable. The NFL needs to be held accountable for this crap too, because they're allowing this stuff to happen. This is not human error. This is not human error. This is just people being bad at their job. And I'm tired of it. It's not even just for Carolina. I've seen bad officiating all over the league. And it's really frustrating. That was my little rant, but so, like I said, we got our Chuba. He was okay. I mean, it wasn't nothing great. We didn't expect him to be Chris McCaffrey, but I was expecting a little more. I was expecting more of the same with how we use Mike Davis. But you can tell that this coaching staff, with good reason, do not trust him in the passing game, because they were using a lot of Rodney Smith in the passing game, when he would have had greater value. He did okay running the ball, but he would have had greater value if he could actually catch, because like we saw the few times that we tried to throw to him last week that he dropped the ball. He's not in the place that he needs to be. So, I mean, that is an issue. That is a big issue. But as for running the ball, he did okay. DJ freaking Moore. Oh my God, he is coming out in a big way, and that is the reason why I wish that we can get Robbie Anderson involved a little bit more, but I'm not like overly like pressing on it. Yes, he got his money. Let him be the deep threat or the down the field threat to open up the offense a little bit. But I wish we could give him like 2 or 3 more targets. But if I'm Sam Darnold, I would have done the same thing. You clearly see that that DJ Moore is the best receiver on the team, and it's not even close. Like DJ Moore, he is having an excellent year. And the one thing that he wasn't doing last year, which he's starting to do now, is score touchdowns, which is always great. You're helping the offense out, and I am ecstatic about his progress. And it's just been he's the bright spot. And I am also excited, and I'm here to say is that Sam Darnold, he did more than what I thought he was going to do. Sam Darnold actually played very, very well until the end when he threw those 2 picks, but he played very, very well without Chris McCaffrey. That was the biggest test that he's probably going to have to face this year. And to be honest, we have a very favorable schedule moving forward. So, like, this defense probably is going to still be a top 3 defense because we don't have too many, if you just look at the schedule, it's not like a lot. It's not like really, really like a hard schedule. Let's just be honest. And I'm telling you right now, I think we're gonna blow the Eagles out. I get that the Eagles hung with freaking Kansas City, but I believe that we're gonna blow the Eagles out. And because this defense is still for real. Like if you still look at it, yeah, Dak Prescott had a really good game, but he didn't even throw for 200 yards, and that might have been because they were just running the ball so well, so they were like, why throw the ball? But, yeah, I mean, C.J. Henderson, he played okay. He got beat pretty bad on one play, but they said that they weren't even, he didn't know any of the plays, and then they were basically calling and telling him where to be and what to do from the sidelines. So I'm not really going to overreact and hold him that much accountable for that because, like, he just got in, 2 days prior. So, but we'll see. Like, I'm still super excited about C.J. Henderson. And this defense, and like I said, they just need to learn how to wrap up. This is probably the poorest our defense has played when it came to wrap-ups and tackling and everything like that. And I didn't realize, and I really did not realize how much we would miss J.C. Horn. It was bad. But Carolina might have had something up their sleeve to fix that, and we'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, the offense was okay. The one thing that I will say is I love the fact that, and people can say whatever they want, they were still playing because it was like the third quarter, or whatever. They were still playing, and we came back, and we didn't just quit, and that is a very, very big thing for me. Is nobody expected us to go 17-0, so a loss is okay at times, but it's what you do in that loss that matters to me. And I think they played phenomenal when it came down to it. Now, the 2 interceptions just can't happen. One of them was a very good play by Diggs. So I'm not going to necessarily too much criticize Sam Darnold for that one, but the one over to that he was trying to get to Robbie Anderson, he cannot make that throw. Like, that is a game-changing throw, and he cannot make that. Now, what surprised me is, though, that he's running the ball a lot more than he's ever done in his career. He has 5 rushing touchdowns. I'm not sure if he still is, but he was leading the league in rushing touchdowns, which is, bizarre. I know I've seen this a lot of Sam Newton and all this kind of stuff, but people are having fun with that. But yeah, I'm still very excited about where this team is headed. And you're about to find out why I am freaking over the moon. Now, I don't know if this is going to be our year. But if this isn't our year, well, this year is actually a year that anybody can win because nobody is so dominant that they cannot be beat. But if this is not our year, next year and beyond just might be it. This GM, Scott Fitterer, is the best GM that we've ever had in our entire history of the Carolina Panthers. And it's not just because Marty Hurney, he was pretty good at drafting. Dave Gettleman was okay at like financial, finances and everything. We've never had one that was just a complete over, GM. And now we finally do. We have a GM that is out there making trades and not even talking about giving up first round picks, all this kind of stuff. He's a smart GM. He knows the value. And he went out and last week got CJ Henderson for a third round pick, basically. I know he gave up Dan Arnold as well, but third round pick. That was a top 10 cornerback last year. Drafted top 10. He went out, said, no. Yes, we have D-Jack. We have CJ Henderson. We have J.C. Horn. You would think that would be enough for the future. Oh, hell, we have A.J. Boye. But he said, no. We're going to make sure it's never enough cornerbacks. It's never enough talent. He went out when the Patriots were going to release Stephon Gilmore. And he went out and said, I'll give you a draft pick. Not this year, though. Not even next year. 2023 6th-round pick. And we have one of the best cornerbacks, if he's healthy, and hopefully he is, that is trying, and that said that he would play on the deal. So he wouldn't play on the deal in New England, but he'll play on the deal for us and earn a new contract. And a lot of people I've seen a lot of people, no, they're not going to pay him. First of all, Carolina has the cap space. Second of all, I'm not saying that he's going to get a freaking 5-year deal or anything like that. I think it'll be more aligned 2-3 years. Where probably it'll be like a 3-year deal, but it'll probably be like really 2 years or something like that, where they can get out of it after the second year. It's an amazing move, man. It's a freaking amazing move. Like, now, if you look at it, and if, let's say, we end up paying Jackson and Gilmore, and we have CJ Henderson on a rookie deal. Still have 3 more years of him. Got 4 more years of JC on a rookie deal. I think we still have AJ Boye for 1 more year. Like, that is by far potentially the best cornerback group in the league. And you got those cornerbacks with our pass rush. If Gilmore can be what he should, like the healthy version and the Gilmore he was a couple years ago, with our pass rush, because New England, he was doing all that without a great pass rush. Now you giving him a pass rush, and then T-Jack is having a breakout season, and come on, I can't. This is going to be so much fun. And I'm loving it. It's gonna be our GM is actually doing his thing. He ever since from the draft, he remember he traded for Sam Darnold for a second, all of this, and he didn't even have to give up a 1st-round pick. he got like the talent he got for what he traded for all the stuff he did super exceeds anything we could have gotten in the third round. You couldn't have got a CJ Henderson talent in the third round. We damn sure are not going to get a Stephon Gilmore in the 6th round. So, like, I absolutely love Scott Fitter and because like Gilmore, he's a Rock Hill guy. He has more incentive to stay here because he's freaking from here. He has a house here, and I am so looking forward and so happy to find out where we're going with this. And the thing I liked about him, he said, "Oh, no, we're not done yet." He said, I don't like the way that Sam Darnold's getting beat up. He was like, I'm looking for offensive linemen, but a lot of people aren't willing to give up offensive linemen. They're still a high commodity, which is understandable. So, what I will tell everybody is don't worry, because if he can't get one before the trade deadline, but I think he will work his magic and find something to happen. But if he can't get one before the trade deadline, it's almost a guarantee that you guys will get your wish, and he will draft an offensive lineman with the first pick. Like, who knows? He might even move up to do so. I am so excited about it. Now, let's just move on and talk about the Eagles game really quick. Like I already gave you all my prediction, it's going to be a blowout. And the reason I say that is because, like, of our pass rush. We are going to make Jalen Hurts make mistakes. And he's going to probably run. He's probably going to get about 50 yards on the ground because that's what we're going to make him do. And I mean, I haven't watched that many games of the Eagles, but they're not even running the ball. They're just pass heavy, and that is what's going to feed into Carolina. So I pray now their defense is okay. The defense is okay, but like I said, I just pray that they know that they know that they should run the ball, but because for their sake at least, because like Carolina, I can see Brian Burns getting 2 sacks, maybe Riddick with 1, or whatever the case may be. I think that our defense is going to look better against Philadelphia. The only reason that they were close to the Chiefs is because the Chiefs don't have a good pass rush. They don't have a good defense. So I, without question, believe that we are going to win this game. And I'm saying maybe along the lines of 27-14. Or maybe 27-17. But we are going to win by double digits. Wow, this has been a big, impactful show, and I appreciate all of you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get this thing going. Like we're a new up and coming podcast for Carolina, and we really want to keep this going and continue with everything. So I really would appreciate you if you like, share, subscribe, and let people know about it. And if you have anything that we can do better, just let us know. Anything that you would like. And you can follow me on Twitter at BlackCat1. That's at BlackKat1. And you can follow me on Facebook, Brandon Herbert. And please, if you want to I also work with a company called Herbalife, and if you want to freaking, help with losing weight or any of that, just getting healthier, just please hit me up. You can hit me up on there. You can hit me up on here. Please leave comments below. And this is the Black Catz Podcast. And don't forget, if you're not a fan, if you're not a Panthers fan, you're not a fan at all.
Recording.
Y'all know what time it is. Why? I like to introduce the song. And present to many. Carolina-panthers. Let go. There we go again. You know we about to show out, cause we know we gon' win. We ready for the kick out, so go let us see, so we can get the kids on and show you how we dance.